So you know what's crazy? Playgirl magazine doesn't have any girls in it. Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Baby Mae.
Hi guys.
It's the Baby Mae show. What? What happened? Oh, you just got the joke.
It's not you're done talking, but I'm answering. Sorry.
Just me, the old dog, Baby Mae, and our chicken, Gaylord.
Sing the color.
So I don't even know what the title of this is. We haven't really thought about this, have we? We just said, hey, let's say hi to everybody. Oh, I know. We were going to tell you, we made a video like 3 days ago, and I deleted it because I said something incorrect. I was giving misinformation, and something was bugging me about that video, and I looked at it again. I said, yeah, I'm wrong. So I deleted it. And we're just now getting around to doing this one. And so, a couple of things. Oh, Baby Mae. That's what we were talking about on the one we deleted. I deleted. Was Baby Mae's doing really good. She got her 1,000 subscribers, so she wants to say thanks to everybody.
Yeah.
So say thanks to everybody.
Thank you so much guys for subscribe me now is 1,000 plus. Thank you so much. I'm so happy.
I didn't say make a speech.
And always views and comment like thank you so much. I'm so happy. My heart is like tuk, tuk, tuk.
Thank you, Ed McMahon. Can I get back to my show?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. What were we talking about for all that? Yeah, so her show. So we renamed her show, and we asked all you guys to give us some help. And you guys had said really good stuff. You had said it should include the word Philippines, and it should include the word Filipina or Filipino, were some of the top, responses, to help her with her Google search, so that when people type in, say, cooking Filipina or cooking Philippines, she would show up more often. And the show, her little show, was originally called Mae Cooking, and Mae was all capitalized, and then cooking was all lowercase, and it was kind of complicated to try to explain. So we asked for help. And so I came up with the idea that it should be Baby Mae should be in there, and she agreed to that. And so I said, okay, let's, I don't want to get too involved here. The ultimate decision is yours, but I think you should call your channel Baby Mae Cooking in the Philippines Adventures. And she said, yeah, that's fine. And that was that night. And the next day we wake up, and we get ourselves organized in the morning. And I said, let's go ahead and change the channel name. And she said, I don't like that name. I said, why? She said, it's too long. And I got to thinking about it, and I said, that's true. When I named my channel, I was sort of channeling Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, I guess. And I just kept going on and on. So and you know what? The decision is hers. So I said, okay, what do you want to call it? She says, I want to call it Mae Cooking and Adventures. And I said, I'll counter your offer. And the decision is yours. But I think you should call it Baby Mae's Cooking Adventure. And she's kind of looking at me, and I was giving her the thumbs up, and all of a sudden, Toko, which is a lizard, he chimed in, and she said, okay, the Toko approved it. Is that true?
Yeah, I said Toko. It's okay.
But that's like a mountain thing, right?
Yeah.
Where you listen to the animals.
Yeah.
And you look for signs.
Yeah.
And you look for, positivity or acknowledgement or something. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. But that's kind of how Baby Mae was raised. It was, you live a very simple life, and you have very simple things around you. And so medicines become, boiling water, because that's what you have available. And then answers to hard questions, you kind of derive from nature, I suppose. Is that right? Because you have this weird thing about like crossing your legs and me going in front of you and not around you or some sort of thing. So that's kind of what we call superstitions.
Okay.
But for you, it's called folklore, and I just roll with it. And so anyway, one other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to thank you guys for helping out our friend Jenny.
Yeah.
And stop. You don't need to send any more dough re me. She's fine. In fact, she got more than she needed, but I'm sure she'll put it to good use. I don't know the outcome yet because today's Friday, and for those of you that watched that video or didn't watch that video, what happened was, for those that don't understand what I'm talking about, which is usual, our friend Jenny, her kid fell out of a treehouse or something and broke her arm in a couple places. She took her to the hospital, and they've been waiting 2 days to get in. I don't know what the delay is. I have not been bugging Jenny for information. I just said, are you okay? She said, yeah, but I need this money to get my kid in. I don't have it. And so we said, okay. So May and I ponied up $50, big deal, I know. But that was in our budget. And then a bunch of you guys chimed in and helped. And some of you were very generous. In fact, all of you were generous, because I don't look at the size of a donation like that, because who knows what your financial position is. It may have been tougher for some guys to send $5 than it was for some guys to send $100 or $200. I know it stretched us this month to send 50. So, anyway, thank you very much for that. And we got some criticism, which I knew was coming on that, because my dad once told me, he said, you know what? My dad's very funny. And my dad says, hey, you like to argue? I said, no. He goes, really? He says, you never like to argue? And so I didn't know what he was getting at. So I said, well, I don't like confrontation. I don't really like to argue with people. And he says, well, you don't ever just like to get somebody? And I go, well, yeah, I like to get somebody. He goes, well, if you ever want to just get somebody, talk to them about one of two things, money and religion. He goes, and just take the opposite viewpoint. And there really is very few things other than, actually, I think money is the number one thing that will light people up. And so when we requested that, in fact, I didn't even ask. I just said, I think she did, but I just said, hey, listen, this is the situation. Here's her YouTube. Here's a video. Trust but verify. This is the situation. And so, anyway, because of the nature of the video, I got some negative comments. Not many, but some. And so May said, how's Jenny doing? I said, she's doing cool, This guy that we know and that guy that we know and this guy that knows her, and we've all helped her out. She's good. And May's like, that's awesome. I said, but we got some bad comments. And her face is like, we did? I said, yeah. And she goes, did they talk about me? I said, no, just me. And she went, oh, good.
Of course.
She goes, I don't want Google to find out about me. And she's all worried about getting monetized.
Yeah,
does Google scare you, baby? Huh? What are you afraid of? What's good? Are you afraid Big Bad Google's going to find you and then not monetize you because of me?
I need to be careful.
You need to be careful. All right. So anyway, May's done a couple of videos, cooking, and I like her videos for the spelling. And you can see I'm totally hands off with little Baby Mae here. And I'm getting a kick out of her videos just because I'm watching the evolution of her true passion coming out. She's not so shy anymore. Look how happy she is. She wakes up every day with a purpose, something other than irritating me. So, and now sometimes she's too busy for me. I'm like, hey, Baby Mae, come on out here. She goes, nah, I'm editing. Really? Yeah. She's in there in the air con, Friggin' Martha Stewart over here. And Steven Spielberg all rolled into one. So anyway, the coronavirus, what are we on, like day 7 or something like that? May did a video about us driving our chrome encrusted scooter. We went down to Mekong. We were going for avocados, I think, day before yesterday, because they're 180 pesos at the Valencia market. And May discovered a place that they're 50 pesos per kilo. And so, you know, she's like, hey, we're going out, we gotta go out there to buy avocados because I'm on this diet. And so we're hauling out there. We didn't go through one checkpoint, boys and girls. We went through two. And the first one, May was really scared, huh? Because there were guys with guns. And I had this great, like, 5-minute conversation with the guy. And he was basically telling us that they weren't doing a helmet check and they weren't doing my driver's license check or any of that kind of stuff. This was all related to the virus. And they wanted to know where are we going. And they really don't want us going from Oriental to Occidental. Our island is cut in half, and we're on the Oriental side, and the Occidental side is out yonder. And so where we were going was not anywhere close to getting to Occidental. And we told the guy, he goes, what is the purpose of you guys going? And I said, to buy food, which was true. And he said, okay, cool. And then she chicka him, you know, in the local lingo, and off we go. And so we get almost to where we're supposed to be, and there's this great big pileup of cars and stuff, and we were able, because we were on the scooter, to get up to the front of the line. They pretty much turned us around, and she got that on video. She didn't get the first instance on video because she was too scared. She turned off her camera, and so they flipped us around. But there was another open air market that I don't think I've ever shopped at, and it's along the National Highway, and we went back and they had avocados.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the avocados were 80 pesos,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Per kilo. What did you pay?
I said, Itsuki is 60 per kilo. I buy 2. I said, okay.
There you go.
I have discount.
See?
Discount for 40 because 2 kilos.
I'm very proud of you, Baby Mae. You do good. Saving money. So anyway, we're happy, we're healthy, everything's good. I don't know what's up with you guys. I know that you might be getting a little buggy with being inside. I don't. You know what? Maybe you guys can let me know where you live. We did that once before with Ian. He had a great idea when I did an interview with my friend Ian. He mentioned asked what your location is. So you might be in England, you might be in Australia, you might be in New Zealand. I got a couple of people in Japan, States, of course, here in the Philippines. Maybe you can just drop us a line and let me know how you're doing through this deal. We're fine. We've got food, we've got water. We're able to actually move around. We really are. We can get on the scooter. We can. We took our laundry in yesterday. We went to Hypermart yesterday. At Hypermart, they have a really good little system. They take your temperature, they spray your hands with alcohol, and before you get a basket, they wipe it down, the handle, for you and spray it. And you know what? I was thinking about bringing alcohol and a wipe, or an alcohol wipe rather, just to do that, and forgot. So when we got there, I was really relieved that they were taking those measures. And we bounced in and we bounced out, and I told May the budget for this trip is 1,000 pesos, and she came in at 999 pesos and 50 centavos, and then they scanned the onion. And we were at 109. You didn't know I was going to buy you a brand new car if you stayed under 1,000, did you? Oh, well, maybe next time. So anyway, I don't know. This is just kind of a mishmash of stuff that we're doing. We got nothing else going on, so we'll probably think of something else and make another video after this one. Let us know, though, how you're doing, where you are, what's going on. Thanks, guys, by the way. You've been telling me about the stimulus thing going on back home and that we're supposed to get checks. One guy made a comment on that, because I did a money video before this, that he doesn't think I should get a check because I don't live in America and I won't be spending my money in America. And you're entitled to your opinion, man. I mean, that's all good. I would argue, like my dad said, we're going to earn money, so we'll argue, right? I would argue that. I spent 40 some odd years paying into Social Security. Social Security got raided, and I'm getting about 1/3 the amount that I should be receiving for the money that I put into it. I think I read somewhere that if the money that I put into my Social Security account was invested at 1% instead of what the government ended up doing with it, I would get 3 times the amount that I'm getting now. But it is what it is, So if my little $1,200 check isn't being spent in America, you're making an assumption, because maybe I'm sending that money to America, to one of my kids. There's all kinds of scenarios I could come up with, but I don't like to argue. I don't like confrontation. Anyway, God bless all of you guys. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're finding things to do. May and I are going to go, I don't know what we're going to do later.
Later, I cooking.
Oh, she's cooking. And that means I'm eating.
I love cooking.
What do you think about my diet? How am I doing on my diet?
Oh, keto diet.
Keto diet?
Yeah, look, getting slim.
All right, guys, that's it. Gaylord wants to say hello and goodbye, and May wants to say goodbye, and I'm going to say goodbye.
Bye-bye, guys.